What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals Chapter 84. So, last chapter was fucking amazing because, one, my boy Koichi flew. He had a believe I can fly moment. I swear to God, it was amazing. And also, that son of a bitch, Rock, had his comeuppance. He played a stupid game and he won his stupid prize in the terms of Endeavor's fire, which, when he was getting burned, that shit looked good. But everything leading up to that in terms of fire, Betancourt, it did not look good. It really did not. That was some shitty ass fire, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, we are totally having some deja vu because remember, near the beginning of Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, we had something similar where Koichi attempted to fly and he fell, but Pop saved him. And this time, he's saving Pop, so hopefully we're gonna have some rescue. But anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what's in store for us today. And there he goes, Koichi fallen. There's midnight! Yes! So chapter 84 is titled Dreams. Ooh. Hurry! Gotta get to work on her! Give me the tool, Mayuru! Hang on, Soga! Wow, what? She got shut up. What? She got shot up with a drug. A drug? What do you mean? What kind? Damn, I wasn't expecting this. No time to hesitate. Do I go for it or not? Not so fast. Oh? Oh, you're sweating bullets. First you need to calm yourself. Midnight, is that you? Yes, it's midnight. Just relax. I'm a pro hero and Pop's friend. She said she's Pop's friend. You're all trying to save her, correct? Do you even know what you're doing? And why not bring her straight to a hospital? Because the bees will attack if we don't act pronto. Hang on, where are the bees anyhow? Oh, I think it's time to burn them all up. Great, but the queen bee's still in there, and it's gonna mess with her body. You're saying the parasite in Pop's eye socket is going wild? Because it was stimulated by a drug? Oh, yes. And speaking of drug, in Boku no Hero Academia yesterday, we saw a drug. Oh, yes, and it was a quirk enhancer. You guys, people in the comment section were giving me shit, saying that it was, yes, it was from Erie. And yes, I know it was from Erie. But what I said, for those of you that, didn't watch it or weren't paying attention to what I said it was basically an enhanced form of Trigger, or like a version of Trigger. That's what I said. Because, yeah, for Trigger, for those of you that don't remember, and you guys should remember, Trigger, what it did was enhance the quirk. It increased the quirk and made it like 10 times more powerful. And that's what Trigger does. It does, but in the case of Erie with the with Erie's quirk enhancer, it's even more intense, and that's what I meant, and that's what I meant in my live reaction yesterday by a version of Trigger. So, I just wanted to bring that up because because I feel like next chapter we're gonna have a Vigilante's reference, or at least I hope we're gonna have a Vigilante's reference. Seriously, Horikoshi, make a Vigilante's reference next chapter. I swear to fucking God, especially since Aizawa is there, as well as Endeavor being there on the scene, makes perfect sense. Anyway, let's get back to this. Got it, leave this to me, boys. Sure, and thanks. All of you, hold your breath for 20 seconds. I put Pop and her unwanted guest to sleep. Her metabolism's as low as it'll go. She needs resuscitation and surgery at a hospital. Remember what we saw back in the Knuckle Duster arc with Tamayo? We saw the same thing. We saw Knuckle Duster basically kill or stop Tamayo's heart, and he did CPR to resuscitate her, but first he destroyed the hive. And then after he used CPR to resuscitate her, brought her to the hospital. But this is a better way of doing this, and for one thing, and second of all, we don't have the hive to deal with. We just have the parasite, because the hive of the bees are all gone thanks to Endeavor. So this is a lot easier to deal with. And also we got the drug on top of that. Found you, villainous scum! And Betancourt, Endeavor looks a lot better here, but man, I'm telling you, Endeavor, what Horikoshi did yesterday in Boku no Hero Academia in terms of art, Betancourt, you gotta step up your game, my dude. You really do. What Horikoshi did yesterday, it was fucking art. It was gorge. It was major gorge. We've caught the villain. She's in critical condition, so we need to get her to the hospital. Get her to a hospital. Smart thinking, Midnight. Smart woman. And what about the other one? The punk in the All Might hoodie. He slipped away. Dude, seriously, Endeavor, you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass. I can't stand it. I know this is Endeavor pre-epiphany. But god damn it, Endeavor. You fucking idiot. I'm gonna smack him. He's so fucking stupid. That's so. Look at that Lee snob. God, it makes me think of what Shigaraki said last chapter. Or, not last chapter here. I mean, yesterday in Boku no Hero Academia. God, if this proves Shigaraki right. That's so. Then go on, get. There's something bigger going on here. And that girl might have answers. So, make sure she lives. I swear to fucking God, Horikoshi, if there is no Vigilante reference next chapter, or like in the next couple of chapters, I'm going to be so pissed. I swear to God, we need Vigilante's references. We really fucking do. Because this really ties into what's happening in Boku no Hero Academia right now. I don't fucking understand why we're not getting it. This is really pissing me off. And this should piss all of you Vigilante readers off. I don't get it. Why are we not getting the Vigilante references? I'm so fucking annoyed by this shit. Come on to the truck. Right. Oh, look at that. Look at Koichi being Spider-Man right now. Oh. Hello there. You're that guy. Oh, he's still alive. How is he alive? You're that guy. O'Clock's? Close, but no, not at the moment. The tale of O'Clock 2 hit a snag before it could even begin. Time to reset back to square one. You get the gist. I'm right back to being the nameless number 6. You're all burned. Did Endeavor's fire get you? Yikes. Yikes, let's get you some help. Mighty kind of you, but no thanks. The body has a way of dealing with it. Sure, getting burned to a crisp from head to toe is no fun. I'll be fit as a fiddle sooner or later. I'm telling you, this motherfucker better be playing a role in the main story. He better be. Besides, it ain't the woes of the flesh that ail me. The problem is my whole life. My whole existence, you could say. You kinda lost me there. Let me get you some help. No, listen. Inside and out, everything about me was cobbled together like a craft project. I don't even know who the hell I am. And a guy who's a nobody Nobody will put his life on the line and become somebody. Somebody. You get how that feels? Nah. How could you? How could you? I spent years working on this plan, my grand hero's tale, but all of it brought to nothing by you, a pea-brained nobody. Still, things are clearer than ever now. Garbage like you who ruins people's dreams. I'll make sure you get what's coming to you. Bencourt. This panel is amazing. Also, the parallels going on between this and Boku no Hero Academia right now are just fucking amazing as well. But I gotta talk about this panel right here. This panel from Betancourt. This is fucking fantastic. Look at that detailing and the anatomical art. And also that scar that's contrasting this shit. I swear to fucking God, if this motherfucker is not in, but if he survives at the end of this arc, or end of this manga, and we do not see him in Boku no Hero Academia for Koshi, I'm going to be so pissed. He needs to be in the next, after we're done with Shigaraki, this motherfucker better be in the main story. If, again, this is only if and only if he survives this manga. This is a huge if. But man, I swear to God, if Knuckle Duster is still alive and he doesn't come back, I'm going to be, that's another thing I'm going to be pissed about. But man, Betancourt, this panel is so beautiful, and beautiful in the creepiest way. I'm telling ya. I am fucking telling you right now. You know who is causing the mangaka to step up, and I have been saying this for a while, ever since chapter 100 and I think 32. Yeah, 132, chapter 133. Yeah, no, chapter 132 in particular is Murata. Murata, the mangaka for One Punch Man, the main manga of One Punch Man, art-wise, I mean. Murata has been causing all these mangaka to step the fuck up in terms of art. The art has just been a pleasure to see. This is beautiful. The only complaint I have here, and I kind of understand why the background isn't a little bit darker, but man, if it was just the background was just a teeny bit darker, or had like a little bit of aura similar to what we saw in Boku no Hero Academia yesterday in that panel with Shigaraki, where we had that gorgeous contrast going on. Oh man, could you imagine? Remember that? I'm talking about that panel where we have that gorgeous black aura going on, and that where it really made Shigaraki's white hair just like stand out. That's what I'm talking about here. I wish we had something like that in this on this page. It would have made this art stand out a lot more. And then what Betancourt could have done to make it even better. I'm not saying this is bad. This is fantastic. But what I'm saying would take it to the next level. And again, this is why I emphasize backgrounds a lot. And I did when I was covering anime. Is that what Betancourt could have done again is like really, this is again if we had that even better background, is like done a little bit more detailing in the face, and it just would have like made the face just a teeny bit lighter and the hair a teeny bit lighter. It would have just, and would have made the scar like pop even more, and it would have emphasized, and why that contrast would have been so much better with like that what's the wording of, like that staticky looking background, but like with an aura kind of that like but darker. it would, like the darker aura, staticky looking background, it would have given off that an extra sinister vibe. That's why I'm saying I wish we kind of had that. But man, this is gorge. But what? Oh man, what I'm talking about, what made this gorge, is this right here on the next page. This panel. That is what would have made this perfect. Damn it! Everything about me is fake, made up, so I might be a hollow shell, but this rage I have is the one thing that's real. When you're crawling at my feet, begging for death, that's when I can finally start existing, and that's when the tale of O'Clock 2 truly begins. Get it? After Pop, you're the next to die. See, this is the contrast I'm talking about. I love this contrast. God, I wish this background was better, though. I'm sorry. Betancourt, I wish this background were the get it after Pop, you're the next to die. This contrast is fucking not this contrast, holy shit. This background is fucking killing me. I hate this background. I'm sorry. It's ruining it for me. It's ruining the vibe, because the panel next to it, where it's have everything about me is fake, made up, is just so perfect. And then we're seeing the panel next to it. Yes, the contrast is fucking fantastic, but oh, I hate it. I hate this background. I'm sorry, Betancourt, this background sucks. I really hate it. And also, I wish that the scar was brighter. Similar to what you had in the previous page, where that scar is so bright. I wish you had that same brightness here. It would have just made it, that brightness would have made it so much better. God, I hate that. That background is way too light. It's way too light. I just wish it was darker, and I wish that scar was brighter. God, it's driving me nuts. I'm sorry. It is driving me crazy. Huh, Pop? She knows too much, and I can't have her leaking spoilers to everyone, right? Gotta remove her from the equation for the next plan to work. Oh, you see this contract? You see this right here? I'm gonna read this part, and then I'll say what I like right here in particular. First I kill her, then I kill you so I could be the real me. This panel right here, particularly on the left side, that is the background I was talking about. That is what I wanted on the page where we saw the garbage like you. That right there would have been so much better. Oh God, if that background right there would have been up there, that would have been so much better. God, I'm looking back at that no listen panel as well. Oh God, I wish that contrast looks so good. But I wish that the thing that I really wish that was consistent going on these pages is that the scar, that how bright that scar is in the garbage like you page. I really wish it was glowing, especially when we're seeing that shadow, especially when Rock, aka O'Clock 2, was like covered in black. I really wish it was glowing more. It's really frustrating the hell out of me. I'm sorry. But yeah, you see like that shot again where things are clear now, that the black static kind of thing on the side. That's the background I wanted throughout this whole thing. That would have and even at the bottom of the garbage like you page where we see who ruins people's dreams, I'll make sure you get what's coming to you. That throughout that whole page would have been like the whole left side of the page would have just made it so much more powerful. And fuck, even the get it after Pop, you're the next die, like just having that on the whole left side, just consistently on the whole left side of the panels, would have made this so much better. This is driving me fucking crazy. But anyway. But I'm gonna, let's see. Here we go. First I kill her, then I kill you so I can be the real me. My body's had enough for today, but I needed you to hear all that. So go on, keep meddling all you like. But I'm never giving up on my dreams. There it is. There's my glowing scar. Why is it not glowing consistently? Why? Also, the teeth are a little too white here. It's driving me crazy. But man. But on the right side of the panel, but I'm never giving up on my dreams, that looks really good. But man, some of the backgrounds on these panels are just too light. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that, you know, what Betancourt's going for in terms of contrast. But God, these panels could have been so much more powerful. It's just frustrating the shit out of me, especially if, you know, if he would have just kept like that consistency with the with that, you know, that black and, you know, that staticky looking black and gray throughout the whole thing. It just would have been so cool, because then you could have had that contrast, you know, that crescendoing that crescendoing contrast. Oh God, it's driving me nuts. I really hate it. Ooh, you okay? Woo, look at that. Now here's where, because again, this really is making my point here. You see where, I'm sorry this is getting long, but God, you see where O'Clock is slicking off? That proves my fucking point. Because if you would have had that black and gray contrast going throughout the whole thing, that would have made O'Clock, like, you know, like running off even more effective. God, this is frustrating me. God, this is frustrating me. Betancourt, I'm so disappointed. Oh my God. Okay, let me give you my thoughts on this chapter as a whole. In terms of writing, this writing, for Ahashi, this writing is freaking fantastic. I love, as usual, the writing is goddamn awesome. I got no complaints in terms of writing. And in terms of art, the first part in terms of art is fine. Betancourt could have done a little bit more, but man, I'm sorry, Betancourt. I gotta compare it to what I saw yesterday with Horikoshi. Again, I'm sorry this video is getting long, but god damn it, I have to talk about it. So here's the thing. Again, like I said, I'm gonna sum it up. You see where it's starting off. You know, like it was starting off really well when when we first saw O'Clock 2, aka Rock, in the shadow. That was perfect, and that really that was the perfect starting point for that, you know, black gray background. And then it was going, and it was going perfectly well. Especially with the I'm right back to being the nameless number 6. That contrast was so good. And then, we had the black and gray background was going very well, consistently. It was perfect. It was still perfect. And I don't even mind that it went all black for the Inside and Out. But for that panel in particular, and this is, again, going throughout this whole dialogue, the scar should have been glowing. I do not understand why that wasn't glowing, and the backgrounds, what the background should have been the entire time, where, starting particularly where the still things are clearer than ever now, that should have been it for the most part. And I totally understand the symbolism, what, Betancourt was trying to go for, and terms of still things are clearer than ever now. But what should have been, we should have had this consistently throughout the backgrounds. But what it should have been was like little by little, the black, little bits and pieces of the black, like moving back, like less and less of the black and on the left side to symbolize the things are clearer than ever now. That should have been what have happened. And then like as o'clock 2 left, then the rest of the black, left with it. To me, that would have made this whole thing with o'clock 2 more powerful. And again, the other thing that would have made this more powerful is the scar, similar again to what we saw with Shigaraki, with his white, his hair glowing white, the scar glowing white as well. To me, that would have made it more powerful. At least that's what I think anyway. I'm very curious what you guys think in terms of the art, the symbolistic art for this scene in particular. And do you guys agree with me in terms of o'clock 2 as a character, if he survives this manga, that after Shigaraki is done, that we will see him in the main manga, or at least hopefully we will see him in the main manga in some form. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so we can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content. There's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.